About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burke. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It reeks lucky because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 22, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke. Finding space at the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burke. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
It's Williams on the catch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Operating from the gun. Smart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Smart. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Looking to throw. Smart. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because you get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
a tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back into his end zone. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wilson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams from 4 yards out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast down there playing against him today. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Final shot before break. Smart. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still lead on to third down.
Just a second over, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop the ball in the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Wilson's throw there caught by Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
On first down, it's Burke. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Back to throw. Smart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions pick up our first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run the counter. Burke. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Smart. Right side to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw. Smart. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Smart to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys make over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Burke. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And This is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
This one complete to Gresham. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back to...
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Smart. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Throwing on first down. Smart. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. On 4th down, Smart. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Smart.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.